first and foremost is that even though in this sample we have a pretty significant number of people approve of Donald Trump's job performance, higher than actually I think we've seen a lot of other polls, we still see 2/3 of registered voters saying that Joe Biden has behaved well since the election. So we're seeing a supermajority support for sort of how Biden has handled himself over the last couple of weeks. And at the same time, again, even though we see essentially half of this sample approve of Trump's job performance, only 38% say that Trump has behaved well since the election. So we're seeing that even among people who are supportive of the president, there are many who don't think that he's handled it necessarily the best way. That's the thing that sort of jumps out to me, is that, while Trump may be appealing to his core base, there is certainly a lot of people out there who support him, who potentially even voted for him, who don't like what he's been doing over the last couple of weeks. So I think what we've seen over the last couple of weeks since Election Day, and then particularly through now, is there was certainly some uncertainty in the days after the election among all Americans as to sort of what had happened. And there has been among Trump's core base an increasing certainty that something nefarious has happened in the election, which the Trump campaign and the Trump legal efforts have found zero actual evidence of. The media campaign around it and all of the conservative media that's been sort of pushing the rhetoric of the president himself have convinced a big block of his supporters that this election was rigged or stolen. Again, absent any evidence, it's just saying it over and over again. And we've seen that certainty building among a big chunk of the Republican base over the last couple of weeks. And while at the same time Trump has sort of lost some of his supporters, which again we're seeing in this data, it does suggest that there is going to be this core group of people, 30 to 35% of the country, who are going to fervently believe that Trump won the election, again, absent any actual evidence to support that, and are going to essentially reject Joe Biden's presidency. And that's almost entirely a consequence of the campaign the president has run over the last couple of weeks.